The wind whipped across the desolate Scottish Highlands, biting at the exposed skin of old Hamish MacTavish. He huddled deeper into his thick wool coat, the setting sun casting long, skeletal shadows across the heather-covered moor. He wasn't afraid of the cold, he was afraid of the silence. A silence that had descended upon the glen, a silence that felt less like absence and more like a suffocating presence. It had started subtly, a lessening of the usual sounds of the wind and sheep, replaced by an unnerving stillness. And that eerie quiet was punctuated only by the distant, melancholic strains of a flute. He knew what it was. He knew the tales, the whispers passed down through generations of shepherds. The hollow piper, the melody, mournful and ethereal, grew louder, weaving its way into Hamish's very being. He watched, mesmerized yet terrified, as his flock of sheep, normally skittish and independent, began to gather. They moved as one, their woolly bodies swaying rhythmically, drawn towards the unseen piper as if by an invisible string. Their bleating was oddly subdued, almost hushed, a stark contrast to their usual noisy exuberance. Even the wild stags in the distance lowered their heads, seemingly captivated by the haunting music. Hamish felt a strange pull, a compulsion to follow the music himself. His heart pounded, a frantic rhythm against the somber melody. A wave of dizziness washed over him, a disorienting sensation that made his legs unsteady. Yet, he was rooted to the spot, paralyzed by a potent mix of fear and morbid curiosity. The music felt both captivating and threatening. He knew, instinctively, that approaching the piper would be a fatal mistake. The piper vanished as quickly as it had appeared, swallowed by the swirling mists. The music faded, leaving behind only an unnerving silence punctuated by the low, distant bleating of Hamish's sheep, already deep in the fog. The silence was, however, not total. A faint echo of the piper's melody reached Hamish from a distant valley, a chilling reminder that the being wasn't gone, just moved on. Days later, reports trickled in from neighboring villages. Unusual animal migrations, massive herds of deer and flocks of birds, were sighted moving in the same direction as Hamish's sheep had gone. The hollow piper, a creature of myth and legend, remained a chilling mystery, a haunting reminder of the unknown forces that lie hidden in the remote corners of the world. Was it a guardian, a lost spirit, or something far more sinister? The answer, lost in the whispering wind and the swirling mists of the Scottish Highlands, remained elusive,